Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1952 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey and keeping track of what I'm doing as I transitioned originally from the corporate world of business, brick and mortar and corporate world of business, over 27 different industries and businesses. I was a partial owner or sole owner in, as well as simultaneously working in corporate America for over a quarter century. And then following my divorce, I hopped online in 2017 and started to do things in the online world, the internet, the crazy world of the internet, the crazy, chaotic world of the internet. And a lot of the things I did were epic failures. And I like to share those so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. And then there were things that I do and continue to do that are super duper successful and move me in the direction I want to go. Well, one of the things that I do every day is I create two pieces of content. One is the annual challenge. I've been doing an annual challenge for a lot of my life because I learned that if I do one little thing a day, it'll automatically set me up to achieve the things that I want in my life. And so despite physical challenges, despite vision challenges, despite some illnesses and some chronic things that have gone wrong with me, I've been able to accomplish a lot in my life because I did the one thing every day thing. And so I started doing annual challenges decades ago, and I just started doing them online in, I think 2018 is the first time I did an online annual challenge. But I did two that year. I did one with a group of people in a private Facebook group to get comfortable talking on video and showing up on video. Because I don't know about you, but when I think of doing video, and even now, after doing literally thousands of videos, the first thing that pops into my head when I get off is, oh my God, that was awful. Or I said something, or I coughed, or I messed up my words or sentences. It is what it is. But that's what I like about live video is it's very forgiving. It's here for a day. It's gone tomorrow. The people that see it, great. They get impacted. The people that don't see it, maybe they missed out. Maybe they didn't. Well, today our idiom for supersize your business, I have a group of business owners and entrepreneurs that I talk to and interact with on a daily basis. And I share, and I started doing this as part of my move, again, following my divorce. I had to move. I moved out of actually was my dream home. And I designed and the entire house for my family. It's where my kids grew up. And I was moving out of that, and I needed some way to have ideas for content every day that was quick and easy. I didn't have to think hard about, because in addition to my work and my business stuff, I was also wanting to create content for the Supersize Your Business group. So I started using a book on idioms, and I'd share an idiom every day. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how could you use it to grow and build and supersize your business? And there have been a few in that book, especially. It was designed for middle schoolers or, seventh, eighth, ninth graders. And I'd gotten it for my kids. It was one of those scholastic books, and they never even cracked it open. So I thought, well, I could probably take an idiom and find a way to tie it to business. So I started doing that, and now here we are years later, and I'm still doing it because even if I cover an idiom I've covered before, I come to it with new eyes, with a different perspective, a different point of view, and I think of ways that are now applicable to applying it to our business. So today's was to keep tabs on someone or something as you grow and build and supersize your business. This is, of course, a relatively new idiom, to keep tabs on someone, but I shared my dirty little secret of how I keep tabs on books I'm reading, and I don't happen to have Post-it notes or tabs. I'm a Post-it note tab maker as well as a regular Post-it note type material, sticky adhesive, removable adhesive tab user. And I just untabbed my page. Oh, well, it just says leadership on it, or learnings or something, lessons learned. So I tab notebooks. I take a lot of notes. I write a lot of things down, but I am visually challenged these days. And so it's harder for me to go back and read my notes, which is part of why I started doing this video every day. So our challenge today was all about, how do we know we're moving toward the thing that we want? Are we making progress? And how do we track progress? How do we document it? And what do we measure? How and what are we going to measure? And I talked about, objective ways to measure things. And we're working on physical well-being and physical health this month. So there's a lot of things we can actually measure that are super easy to measure. You can step on the scale on some regular frequency, once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever works for you. And that is a physical thing we can measure and we can track. We can put it in a little spreadsheet, and we can get graphs and all kinds of cool things about it. Things like our physical measurements. We can actually measure those things and track those things. So we know if we're moving from where we are to where we want to go, if we're making progress or not. Because guess what? Some of the things we do move us toward what we want. Some of the things we do actually move us in the opposite direction of what we want, right? So we want to keep track of those things. I also talked about finding ways to measure things that are subjective, like your energy level, your quality of sleep, your mood, and your feelings and thoughts about certain things with respect to our health and our well-being, because those definitely have an impact on us. So that's it today. If I can help you in any way, it's Memorial Day here in the United States, so I'm spending it with friends and family, of course. But if you need some help, please just ask. I'm easy to find, and I'm more than happy to lead you in the right direction. If I don't know the answer, I guarantee I know somebody that can help you with whatever you're challenged with. Have a great day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.